we have the SSG11 stock completely disassembled. Now we will put it back together and we will start basically in the reverse order as we disassembled. We will take the block from the back. That's for the buffer tube. If you want to put a different one for a Picatinny, just choose your preference, slide it all the way in, and this the biggest screw you have actually goes here in the back. So I'm gonna go as far as I can with just fingers, and then I'm gonna tighten it. It's kind of hard to get there with a screwdriver, so we will use this big Allen key. One. Do not over tighten it. You have quite some leverage because we are holding the long end of the Allen key. You don't need to do more than what I just did. Next thing will be the buffer tube, which is probably the trickiest part. If you decided to go ahead and undo it, you will need this tool or big pliers that will likely scratch it. So it's never a good idea to undo buffer tubes unless they just come loose on accident somehow. Maybe you bump it, what have you. You can consider putting in a screw glue if you absolutely want to make sure that it stays in place. You can use screw glue on the main thread and under the castle nut. I want to be able to disassemble it, so I'm not gonna do it, but you can absolutely do that. Now, crucial part when you start tightening the castle nut is actually aligning the numbers. So your stock is straight down and it's not like canted to the side if I overdo it. Now, since we will be tightening the castle nut like this, we will be twisting that direction. I will make it a little loose again. It's actually good to have the numbers facing a little bit to that direction, because once I tighten it, it will turn the whole buffer tube slightly more to that side. And that, if I have the numbers perfectly aligned, when I start tightening, they will be off. So hopefully you will be able to see it on the camera. Now I have it as tight as I can with just fingers. And hopefully on the camera you will see, yes, you can see it, they are a little bit more towards me. Now when I tighten it, as much as I can, all right, now we have it tight, and now the numbers are actually perfectly in the middle. Hopefully you can see it on the camera. Numbers perfectly in the middle, or as perfect as it can be. If you get it wrong, you have to undo it, then twist again a little bit, try again. It's a trial and error process. That's why it's never a good idea to remove the buffer tube in the first place, only if you want to replace it with something else. Or if it comes loose and you didn't really choose to do it. To put this back on, just push this pin all the way out, grab it like so, and now you can put it back in. And there we go. So that would be the buffer tube. Now we can move onto the grip, for example. Why not? We will need the long extension for it. Put the silver screw in. All right. Got it in there. And now we just screw it back in place. Let's put the grip panel back in place. We have the screws prepped already. I only removed one side because the other side is exactly the same to save some time with the video. There we go. Now these plates, if I put them like so, you will see there is still a gap. That's not what we want. So it will go in like this, and two screws will hold it together. It actually clicks nicely in place, so you will know you put it in the right way. If you would be doing the left-hand configuration, you put this plate on the other side, or these two screws, because here would be the QD mount that we will do next. That only goes for the left-handed though. All right, plate back in place. Again, snaps right in place, and we change to a slightly bigger bit because we have bigger screws to hold the sling properly. Three-finger tight, no need to do any more than that. And now we are moving to the front already. So the side panel, again, there is no reason to change this unless you want to put a different one in its place. So pick your preferred one if you have those, or skip this step. 1, and 2. Doesn't need to be tight at all. And now we are moving to the front already. Here we have the block. The shorter end will go first, so position it like this. And align the hole before you start putting anything else in, so you make sure that the screws go into the hole and you don't try to make a different hole in the material. That's not gonna work, obviously. It's just a screw. Now we fix it in place with the side screw. That one is the easiest. We can flip, do this one, and I guess at this point most people already clicked away because the rest is super easy and we are pretty much done. We have the bipod stud. Keep the rubber flat seal in place. That will prevent it from easily turning to the side. It will just add some friction, and just screw it in place. The easiest way to do this is with an Allen key or with something longer that you can get through the hole. Do not super over tighten it, especially when you are using the Allen key like I do with a lot of leverage. You don't have to go all the way as much as it can go because there is the rubber. It will always give in a little bit, but if you overdo it, you probably tear the rubber, which is not what you want. All right, last but not least, our fake magazine. Actually, if we are assembling everything else together, you will not put it in because you need to get there through the screw, but since I already done it, there we go. That is the lower part completely assembled. If you want to continue, there is just 3 more screws, but that's part of a different video. All right, see you in the next one.